Well, this is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that far. We keeping the foot on the what? On the Knicks. We keeping the foot on the what? On the Knicks. And like the Tibetan mass shift that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. Let's talk about it, man. You see, this is what He Knows Everything was talking about when he say a bunch of pure fucking beta supremes. All of them come out like cockroaches, man. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Yo no puedo caminar. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Yo no puedo caminar. They coming out like scattering cockroaches to basically coronate a pure fucking beta supreme in Jaron Boots Ennis. You guys gotta test and try these people's spirits to know if they are of alpha lineage or if they are of pure fucking beta supreme lineage. When we look at Jaron Boots Ennis, we see a pure fucking beta supreme, though. That's what we see at its truest and its most properest levels. This guy right here is a pure fucking beta supreme in the boxing ring. He hasn't done anything to showcase anything of heavyweight lifting the notion. This guy fought a basically tailor-made come forward style Mexican bullshit and fuck shit Mexican come forward style fighter in Sergey Lipinet. Whoop-de fucking do. You were supposed to win that fight. If you had black slickness, which is the pedigree that you need to usurp and do up Mexican come forward style, because it's a bullshit style, then you're going to get the job done. What people got to understand is Jaron Boots Ennis has a borderline, and I'm not even going to say borderline. I'm not going to diss Roy Jones Jr. like that. He has an extremely poor man's version of fast twitching muscles that Roy Jones Jr. had. But see, there's a cardinal rule in boxing that says hands down, man down. Let me say it again. Hands down, man down. This kid right here is not anything for people to sit here and to be amazed about. This is the lineage of being an alpha male. When all of these pure fucking beta supremes and pure betas go one way, true alpha extraordinaires governed by true alpha economics and true alpha extraordinaires governed by true alpha economics have to go the other way. You got to cut against the grain. And you're not cutting against the grain because you're just wanting to be different. You're cutting against the grain because you don't want to fall into Rudy Poo and plum brainisms, classic dote and troglodytisms, ultra fanboy and ultra fangirl with the ultra fanboy and the ultra fangirl rhetoric isms. You don't want to fall into that nonsense. Because what it does is it puts you into a precarious situation of being a reverse bias, aka detractor, aka panderer. And what did we say about pandering narratives? They have a ceiling cap. Once it goes up, woo, the motherfucker must come tumbling down. Jaron Boots Ennis fought a aged, and I have to basically exaggerate it, aged 30 years. This is what Errol the True Spence did to Chris Van Heater. You know, an educated jab will beat all of their ass. That's what Uncle Roger Mayweather said. R.I.P. to him. A great jab will beat all of their ass. He knows, mixed it up and remixed it into his version. An educated jab will beat all of their asses. You saw the difference. You saw the delineation. You saw the golf, and you saw the separation. What we saw with Jaron Boots Ennis is a guy whose footwork is uncoordinated. Don't even get me started on his defense. His defense needs fucking work. There's a lot of areas there that need fucking work. But you have a whole fucking bunch of pure fucking beta supremes that want to see Errol the True Spence lose so bad that they want to coronate. The real Marlo TV, salute to you, man. You know, the tough love that He Knows, formerly known as He Knows the Sport, now He Knows Everything gave you. Look, it paid off. Look at where you at right now. Because He Knows Everything saw that you would be at the level that you're at. And see, he's the only other true alpha extraordinaire governed by true alpha economics. And there's another one. You know who you are, motherfucker. That's sitting here saying, this motherfucker Jaron Boots Ennis ain't shit. This motherfucker, and I like the way the real Marlo TV preferenced him to being a bigger Terrence Bud Crawford or a Chihuahua walking behind the damn fence. I actually like that comparison. But to me, he is a borderline poor man's version. When I say poor, I'm talking about slums. I'm talking about the grimy, gutter, poor version of a Roy Jones Jr. Because this is what Roy Jones Jr. did. He's not even on Sergio Martinez level. Sergio Martinez is the only Hispanic dude that I could say that came close to emulating Roy Jones Jr. This is for the real G's, the super real G's, and the ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets and life streets that understand what I said. If you don't understand it, then it went over your head. He's the other fast twitching guy. But here's the problem with these fast twitching guys. The super duper hype job variation is another version. I don't know who's better between him or Jaron Boots Ennis. I'm gonna lump their ass in the same version. Him and Teofimo Lopez. I don't fucking know who's better. To me, they're both hype jobs, man. And see, when I see a hype job a mile away, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I'm gonna keep it real, keep it a buck, and keep it 1,000. These guys keep their hands down, and hands down, man down. Get the preference? No pun intended. So if he fights Mr. Man Down, he's going to get tactical aggression. He's going to get technical punch replacement, and he's going to get body snatching work, the levying onslaught, the punishment style. Because Errol the True Spence will systematically break this motherfucker down. Errol the True Spence will systematically demolish this cat. Errol the True Spence will ensure that this guy does not have a boxing career left over, let alone a rabbit ass mouth to run. It's like Rougarou said, and that was the only thing that came out of his pure fucking beta supreme mouth that made actual alpha male energy sense. Errol the True Spence has a ruin you style. He ruins any and every motherfucker that fights with him in the ring. So all of these pure fucking beta supremes, he knows everything. Told you guys when he was formerly Hino's sport. These ravening wolves, i.e. Terrence Buck Crawford fanboy man crushes, intermingling and masking themselves as fake as fuck Errol the True Spence fans. And a prediction, King Strike. And a prediction, King Strike. Look, they're coordinating Jaron Boots Ennis off of what? What performance did he have? I watched the fucking fight and I was not impressed. I was going between that shit and watching the Nets and the Lakers. But I see what happened in the Nets and the Lakers. And I'm going to talk about that shit later. I see what the fuck happened. Basically, they wanted the Lakers to have a caveat. But anyways, that's on another video. Now I'll talk about that shit another time. But see, what people got to understand in this most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion is simple as this. This guy went tooth and nail with a guy that Errol the True Spence systematically aged 30 fucking years. And we saw the difference. We saw the distinction. We saw the golfing. We saw the separation. The reason why people can't use that bullshit, Errol the True Spence was young at that time. And he actually fought a way better Chris Van Heeten. This is when Chris Van Heeten was 23-1. This is when Chris Van Heeten was basically getting all that clout behind him, being that South African guy that was going to tear up boxing. Ton Errol the True Spence. And Errol True Spence was systematically breaking his ass down. Because what people got to understand, like he knows sport formerly known as, and now he knows everything, told you guys. And a prediction, King Strikes. And a prediction, King Strikes, that when you fight Errol the True Spence, he is the punisher in the ring. He decides your fate, dog, because he's the judge, jury, and the executioner. If you guys sit here and believe that Jaron Boots Ennis is ready for Errol the True Spence, he got all of these supposed tricks in the bag. When this motherfucker gets ruined, because that's what's going to happen, he's going to get ruined. Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere. What? Higgity fucking hush. I don't want to hear you Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brains come up with excuses. I don't want to hear you classic Dolce and Troglodytes come up with excuses. I don't want to hear you ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric come up with excuses. If you notice, Errol the True Spence giving Virgil Ortiz more respect than he's giving Jaron Boots Ennis, because Virgil Ortiz is actually fighting better competition. Even though his competition ain't too much fucking better, it's better nevertheless. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. And the reason why Errol the True Spence is giving Virgil Ortiz respect is because Errol the True Spence understands the levels. He understands the gears. And Spence fought the guys at his same gear. This is what boxing fans are not asking the underlying question, the underlying truth of. Why y'all want Boots fighting Errol the True Spence when he should be fighting Virgil Ortiz? We don't even know if he could beat Virgil Ortiz. Gary Antoine Russell Jr. beat the shit out of this motherfucker. He still owe a revenge or avenge back to that. And why is boxing fans not talking about that shit? But they want to go all the way up the mountain hill. You know why they want to do this? It's because pure fucking beta supremes, like Jay-Z said, 99% of these motherfuckers are in a state of delusion. Only 1% are true alpha extraordinaires governed by true alpha economics. Because 99% of these motherfuckers live in the matrix. They're sipping up the pure fucking beta supreme blue pill when they should be taking the alpha male red pill. They're not doing that. So keep taking your matrix blue pill. Keep believing in Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brain, classic Doden Troglodyte, ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric fashion that this kid is on the same level with Errol the True Spence. And when Errol the True Spence ruins this motherfucker, I'll be right there to say, and a prediction, King strikes again. And a prediction, King strikes again. And then I will also be right there to say, I keeps the foot on the Knicks. I keeps the foot on the Knicks. When it's all said and done, he knows everything is not impressed. He knows everything sees that Jaron Ennis is highly, extremely over fucking rated. And if you put him in the ring with Errol the True Spence, like Rougarou said, his ass will be fucking ruined. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the Knicks. I keeps the foot on the Knicks. This is He knows everything. Check it out.
If you want smoke, it's free, but you can't smoke for free.
Go ahead, he knows.